and it's hard to respect an employer that you don't like.
I mean, I legitimately I've quit one job really poorly is when I did it.
Poorly?
Well, because the manager was a giant asshole. He had a pinky ring and his name was Stu, but he had a lisp. So his name was Stu. He's like, listen,
Hi,
I think
Stu.
you have a real negative attitude here, and I think there's lies. And I'm like, I can't take you seriously.
Oh, no.
But also very dyed hair and a comb over.
In my head, like, that guy talks about himself in the third person, and it's always awesome.
Legitimately, he did. He would hit on all these girls. He was so old, and he'd hit on these girls. He'd be like, oh, hey, well, look at her little sexy tail. And you'd be like, stop talking. Like,
with his lisp and his pinky rings. No!
Horrible
sir,
things.
no!
The favorite drug that I did was a Bud Light, and it was $11.
Oh, God.
A f***ing cup that I had to wait in line for 2 hours because they were out of water in the middle of the desert. So I had to chug Bud Light like my life was ending. And I remember driving home with my brother and his wife, and literally, like, he was so tired, we were both so tired, that at one point, me and Heather were, like, sleeping in the car, and he was screaming at us to stay awake because he wanted us to keep him awake. So literally, like, we're, like, fading off, and he's like, stay awake! Talk to me! It was phenomenal.
It's one of my favorite Joe stories of all time.
What occurred? This was like right after college. I was dating my wife, and we were out late with a bunch of friends, and we had been barring it up. Drinking all night, just having fun. It was one of those jovial nights that you're just like on the walk home, it's like a movie, everybody's just laughing, probably high-fiving and kind of like walking in front of each other. One of those type of nights. It was like a group of like 8 of us, and we're all walking in a group together, and I'm like, oh man, I got a fart. This is going to be hilarious. So I want to make a big moment of this fart. What I do is that I take off sprinting. I take like 6 steps in front of the group, and then I jump, and I turn, and I cock a cheek right at him, and I let it out. But when I let it out, there wasn't a sound, but I released everything that was in my mouth. So in midair, it was, I'm the happiest I've ever been to even before I land. I was like, oh! And I am filled to the brim with what I had earlier in the night.
Oh my God!
So I totally go, with my straight face, and I turn back to the group and just kind of up at me. They're like, what's up? And I look to my left, and across the street is a bathroom. I'm like, nothing. I gotta go to the bathroom really quick. Can't you wait till we get home? No, I'm gonna go do this real quick. So I waddle across the street real fast, and I get into the bar, and it's super packed. And I have to, I am 50% man, 50% shit at this point. And I have to walk through this bar, trying to contain it in my boxer briefs, by the way. I get to the bathroom, and then by the grace of a god, it's a single bathroom, so it opens up, it locks, there's no stalls, there's no urinals, it's just one toilet, right? I take my pants off. Pants are clean, I'm good. It did not go through the briefs.
Oh, there you go.
Then I take the briefs off, which are not briefs anymore, they're a man diaper. They did their job, and I take 10 minutes to just take all the water that was available in the sink to just wash myself up. Paper towels were gone by the end of this. Garbage can was full. People are waiting. I heard knocks. People are going to come in after me needing to use the bathroom. They're going to smell and see this boxer brief concoction of nastiness in the garbage. I'm like, I don't want that. People might recognize my face sometimes. So what do I do? I made the decision to take the top off of the toilet. The backside. I took it off where all the mechanisms are, and I gently placed my boxer briefs that were recently soiled into the top of the toilet. Put it back on. Left. Nobody was the wiser until now.
Somebody was the wiser. Somebody found that.
I went back like a day or two later, and I was like, I just gotta know. I was like, and they were gone, and I was like, I made the right decision.
Wow.